Welcome back to We're Reading Virtual Story Time for February 15th, 2021. Today's theme is fairy tales, and we'll be reading Interrupting Chicken, and we'll be making our own cone-shaped chicken. Interrupting Chicken by David Ezra Stein. This book is called Interrupting Chicken, right, Papa? Yes. Now please don't interrupt the story. It was bedtime for Little Red Chicken. Okay, my little chicken, said Papa. Are you ready to go to sleep? Yes, Papa, but you forgot something. What's that? Asked Papa. A bedtime story. All right, said Papa. I'll read one of your favorites. And of course, you are not going to interrupt the story tonight, are you? Oh, no, Papa, I'll be good. Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel were very hungry. Deep in the woods they found a house made of candy. Nibble, 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 they began to eat the house, until the old woman who lived there came out and said, "What lovely children! Why don't you come inside?" They were just about to follow her when... Out jumped a little red chicken, and she said, "Don't go in, she's a witch!" So Hansel and Gretel did at the end. Chicken. Yes, Papa. You interrupted the story. Try not to get so involved. I'm sorry, Papa, but she really was a witch. Well, you're supposed to be relaxing so you can fall asleep. Let's try another story. I'll be good. Little Red Riding Hood. Take this basket of goodies to Grandma, said Little Red Riding Hood's mother, but don't stray from the path. The woods are full of danger. Red Riding Hood skipped along the deep woods. By and by she met a wolf who wished her good morning. She was about to answer him when... Out jumped a little red chicken, and she said, "Don't talk to strangers!" So the Little Red Riding Hood did at the end. Chicken. Yes, Papa. You did it again. You interrupted two stories, and you're not even sleepy. I know, Papa, I'm sorry, but he was a mean old wolf. Yes, now get back into bed. Okay, Papa, let's try one more little story, and I'll be good. Chicken Little. Chicken Little was hit on the head by an acorn. The sky is falling, she thought. She was about to run off and warn Goosey Lucy, Ducky Lucky, Henny Penny, and everyone on the farm that the sky was falling when... Out jumped a little red chicken, and she said, "Don't panic, it was just an acorn." So Chicken Little didn't. At the end. Chicken. Yes, Papa. You did it again. Oh, Papa, I couldn't let that little chicken get all upset over an acorn. Please read one more story, and I promise I'll fall asleep. But Chicken, Papa said, we're all out of stories. Oh, no, Papa. I can't go to sleep without a story. Then, said Papa, yawning, why don't you tell me a story? Me tell a story? Said the little red chicken. Okay, Papa, here we go. Bedtime for Papa by Chicken. Once there was a little red chicken who put her Papa to bed. She read him 100 stories. She even gave him warm milk, but nothing worked. He stayed wide awake all... Papa? Good night, Papa. The end. Okay, to make our cone chicken, we need lots of things. This one's not going to be the easiest one. You're going to definitely need adult supervision for this. This is the template I have. These two triangles are for the beak. I just kept those together. These are the feet, and I did put these on here to make the combs on the top of the head. But you might want to just take a red piece of construction paper and trace your child's hand and make the cone that way. So of course I cut everything out. Here's the beak, and we'll fold it on the line, and we'll put part of it down and part of it up. Now, because I printed it, the back is white. You can color it orange, but it should pretty much be open, so you won't need to. Cut out the little feet. And I did not cut out the cone because I tried to, and they need to go together at the top of the cone, and it's really hard to cut them out like that and have them match. Now, you'll also need a lot of strips of paper. This strip here, we'll put it together. That'll be like a little wattle type thing underneath the beak. I have these 3 strips of yellow. I did those along the width of the construction paper. They're all 1 inch thick. These will be the tail feathers. With these 2 long ones, these are the length of the construction paper. They're orange, they're going to be the legs. And we're going to accordion fold those. I have a piece of yellow, and you'll trace the child's hands to make the wings. Here's the red I told you about. We'll fold it in half, and you'll trace the child's hands and cut them out together to make the little cone on the top. That way they are exactly the same. You'll need the big piece. I'm just going to warn you now, the directions said to use a big square piece, and I wanted to use a big piece. So when we go to make the cone, it is a little tricky. You'll need either tape or a glue stick. I have both just in case. You'll need a pencil to do the tracing, of course scissors to cut out the parts, and you can draw on eyes, but of course I have googly eyes. So the first step, and this is definitely an adult step, is to make this into a cone. And it's really not as easy as it sounds. If you want it to be a fat cone, you know, you can just kind of do it short and fat. I want a nice long skinny cone, so kind of put it down like that, and curl it. Now remember, the top doesn't have to be perfect because we'll have the combs on top. And I'm just going to tape this because, again, I'm going to have those little combs on top of the cone. So you're not going to be able to see this. But I figure that's the best way. And I am going to put a little piece on the inside of the cone where they come together, just to be on the safe side. Sorry you can't see it, but you know what I'm doing. Just so it doesn't unfurl. And then what you can do, which I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my glue stick, push it down flat. Oops. Probably should have done that first, but oh well. And I'm gonna glue it. And remember, this will dry clear, so, and it'll be the back. My glue sticks are kind of dying from lack of use. I miss having the kids here. So that's that. Put the glue on first. I'm gonna tape it. This is just not the easiest part. So definitely have the adult do that because I think the kid will get frustrated. I know I did. And then you just want to kind of cut it off, the excess, so it'll stand up. And then standing up. I'll have to show you the whole thing later. But yeah, so it's standing up. You See it? I might want to do a little bit more here. Lean back a bit and go forward. Oh well, so that's that. It's standing. The next thing we're going to do is make the combs and the feathers. Again, the combs, we're just going to go ahead and trace the child's hand. I'm going to put my hand down lower because it's a lot bigger than a child's hand. So go ahead and just trace it. And don't worry about making a mess with the pencil, because obviously you could make that the inside. Then we're just going to cut that. And then for the feathers, I'm going to go ahead and do them the same too, so I don't have to cut twice. But feathers I can make a little bigger. These are the wings. I'll cut these all off camera. Alright, so we're going to cut those out. And we'll just pause it here and go from there. Okay, now that the combs are cut out, I'm going to put some glue on the fingers. And the very top part, we want the bottom part to be open so we can stick it around the cone and try to line it up right. Of course, mine's a little off. It's always a little off, but that's okay. That's how you know it's homemade, right? Yeah. So see, we have this part open so that we can stick it. So why don't we just go ahead and do that now? We're going to stick it right on there. Go ahead and put the rest of the glue on the bottom here. And make sure that this goes front to back. Make sure we get that. We definitely want it secure on there. So it's not going to be perfect, but anything perfect should be in an art museum, I guess. I don't know. I think crafts are more fun when they're different. Okay, so you can't really see. I'll have to hold the thing up when we're all done. But yeah, so that's that. You might want to keep pressing on this. If you have a paper clip, you can push it together. Okay. So hopefully that'll stay pretty well. The next thing we're going to do is glue on the wings. And these don't have to be in any way perfect because they're just coming off the sides. And like I said, you might want to use tape instead. It doesn't matter. So there's the wings. You can see that. And that wing didn't want to stay on. It's a little hard because you don't want to crunch up the cone too much. But you need the stuff to stick, so we'll do our best. It'll be cute. Alright, so now it's leaning a little backward because, you know, the wings. Might just put a little piece of tape on each one. The next thing we're going to do is make the legs. I'm just going to hold them together and we're going to accordion fold them. So just in and out. And of course they're not perfect either. I don't know, I'm having a rough morning. It's very snowy out. And I can't really seem to concentrate. Okay. So you can see we're just folding it in and out. Give the legs a little accordion feel to them. See? I'm gonna take the upper part and we're gonna stick them right on the inside. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this around. I like the other side better. That's the good thing about glue stick glues. It doesn't set so fast. Okay. It's a little wonky. Alright. We're just gonna take the legs, put a little tape on them. I'm not even gonna bother with the glue now. See, they're on the inside. Put them kind of under where the wing top is. And I'm sorry about the extreme close views here. I don't actually have a tripod, so I kind of make do with different things. I have to trim it up a little bit more just to make it even. There's the legs. See 'em? Put a weight over here. That might help. Make the side a little shorter. Kind of play with it as it goes. If I had a real tripod, it would be a lot easier to see everything I'm doing at the same time. And now that's sitting better. Okay. And then for the little feet, I'm gonna stick those on down here. And again, I'm just gonna put the tape underneath. And remember, I'm doing this really a lot faster than you need to be doing it. If you take your time at this, it'll be a lot better. But I just need to not take up your whole day with this project on my video. And then we're just gonna stick the little beak on. I'm gonna put it down some. I'm gonna use the glue stick for that. So yeah, definitely take your time. I'll probably fix the balance issue off camera before I take a picture of it. So we put the beak here. Stick your hand up there and push it. And if it's kind of narrow, you can always narrow out your beak if you want. That's up to you. Okay. As I try to get these googly eyes on while we're laying down. Put some glue stick on there. One eye. And this is the other one. Here's this. Glue stick. The other eye. I'm just gonna hold those on for a minute. Get them all nice and stuck on there. So So we got that going for us. Okay, and then the last couple things. Use your pencil on your tail feathers. We're going to put them all together. I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to roll them up to make them, and this will help it stand up too. You put these at the very bottom. So nice and curly. I'm going to go ahead and stick them on the back here. I'm going to put them out from underneath, and I'm just going to fan them out a little bit. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Keeping them together. And I'm putting them up under here. I'm going to tape them on the inside. I was playing one of his legs fell off. Yeah, a little bit more tape to use. Okay. So we got the tail feathers, we got the eyes, we got the feet. So the last thing we need is the little waddle. Oh boy. Get your legs out there, Mr. Chicken. Oh, come on. I need an extra piece of tape for my tail feathers. Like I said, the glue stick will work just fine if you take your time to do this. I'm doing this all kind of fast just to get the instructions out there. You won't have to have all this tape. Now he's crossing his legs. Okay. There, now he's standing up. The last thing is the little waddle thing, and you just fold it in half, and then you stick it underneath his beak. So I'm just going to tape it here. So it's a little curve. I'm going to take a bunch of glue, stick it on that side, stick it on that side. And we'll lift up his beak a teensy bit. Put it right under there, see? And that's all you have to do. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, and I'll take a picture of it so you can see it standing up. Like I said, if I had a tripod, it would work a lot better, but we do what we can. And I promise next week's project is not as vertical. I almost said the wrong word, vertical. So it'll be a lot easier to see what we're doing. Right, you can see at the bottom there, I kind of press his foot, I crossed his legs so you can see it better. I kind of solved the problem there by putting a water bottle under it, so that helps. And you can see that blue thing there is what I've been using as a tripod, so I sincerely apologize. But this is what I have, and it's been working so far, so we'll do okay with the rest of them. Alright, so that's our interrupting chicken. Well, that's all for We're Reading Virtual Story Time. I promise next week will not be as long. We're doing piggies, and it'll be much easier. We'll see you next week. Thanks for hanging in there.